So I kind of want to just show what this thing can do right now because it just changes so quickly, you know. But basically, this is my mirror, and it understands who I am. So it through my conversations with it, it just remembers what I care about, what's important to me. It remembers the initiatives I like to take. It knows how I like to organize my files, and it can make things. So this is just like the kind of like a home page that shows who I am and what work order. It can work autonomously in the background. It's an agent, so it can work multi-threaded on multiple things at the same time while talking to me in any language. And these are the different operational dimensions I have. So these are like the different areas that I care about. And anyway, over here is like a folder system of things it's created. So like this is like a template it created, for example, and I can just talk to it, and it remembers when I last talked to it and what we talked about. And based on what I click on, like if I click on one of these projects, or I click on one of these things, it will know that I want to talk about that. And yeah, it looks like it knows that we were working on a feature and that we fixed that. And now it wants to talk to me about these things. And what's also, because this is a mirror, right? I think it's a mirror, so I can talk to it and be like, hey, I'd like to build a canvas together. And I can actually flip this on. This is kind of crazy. Let me see if I have the audio input capture. I guess I have two audio things going. Anyway, let's just make a canvas together. And I can upload files to it and it'll store them, but let's just see what it says. That's a fantastic idea. Building a canvas together is a great way to visualize and structure your insights. And so, to make sure we build exactly what you need, isn't that weird? It's me, it's me talking back to myself. Anyway, I'll ask it to take a look at the canvas showcase, and let's make a simple canvas demonstrating the status of a machine over time using just fake data for now. And it'll do that, and I can click on this work order. I can see everything it's doing, and it just goes to work here, and it'll put it in some folder. But what's also pretty neat is like MCPs. I want to just talk about MCPs for a second because what's pretty neat about it is if I just ask to connect to something, like if I want to connect to some system, it will install the MCP and then authenticate me securely and then start using it. It's crazy. And I'll show you what that is. So now it's building some kind of, I'll just say, I don't know. Anything is fine. I just want to demonstrate the capability. So it's going to create some kind of canvas here, and canvases are basically websites, and they could take input from people, they can be shared, they can be exported as PDFs. It's crazy what it can do, So it's going to create some kind of canvas here. Let's see my documents. It's going to create a document. It'll probably show up over here somewhere in a folder. Let's just see what it does. And then it can adjust it. It's just crazy. And I'll show you the MCP login thing too. But, this is like totally an ad hoc demonstration. But so I apologize for that. It's just a crazy little system. So it's going to make some sort of machine status dashboard. But if you saw the thing I showed at during the Walker podcast, it can connect to a UNS and it can respond to events. So I can just describe to it what I care about, and here's the dashboard. Nice. Let's see that. Not bad. I can click on, let me close this, dashboard. Say, There you go. There's the dashboard. I could have it change this, move things around, whatever. Can you move the dashboard into the templates folder and then delete the folder it's in? And then I'll show you the MCP thing, but I don't know. I just think this is crazy. Does anyone else think this is crazy? Because I didn't even make this. I mean, I guess I did, but like I didn't write any code. It did it. So it's just the craziest world we live in today. And I'm so excited to see what happens with this. But like right now, I'm working with a customer, and literally it lives. First of all, it's FedRAMP High compliant, which is crazy. It's a complete like isolated environment, and it actually has I call it a moon miner. It's on their network and it's streaming information to BigQuery as a UNS. So every Excel file that they use for everything is being streamed in real time to a UNS. And then I'm doing time series data on that. So this thing can just look, it can query about that. So anything it creates, it can query. See, it moved the folder, moved it here. I can star it so that it's always in its context or whatever. But it's crazy how this thing works. Yes, please delete that folder. And what's also crazy is I can close this chat, and it remembers where we left off, and it just keeps talking to me. So I could close this thing. In fact, it auto closes and summarizes when I just stop talking to it over a period of time. See, it deleted the folder. I'd like to demonstrate one more thing, please. In terms of integrations, can you set up a new call tracking metrics integration with me? Watch this. This is crazy. This should work. You know, it worked the other day. But I don't know. I just want to share this with you because it's just crazy. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. And I'm excited because the amount of stuff this thing can possibly do, I'm only scratching the surface, you know? Why don't you ask the tool what integrations are available? It's crazy. So I don't know. I hope you guys I hope this is I hope this is interesting, you know, because like, what is this thing? Well, it's an environment for agents to live in, built by agents for agents in order to copy your expertise and scale your wisdom. So if you have a team that works with you, you can literally like talk to your team or their agents. You can ask questions of them of stuff that they know about and do, and work can be handed from one to the other person. So I can create, like, if I'm a specialist in like, you know, customer orders or whatever, but I don't know much about planning or production, then my attunement or initiative could be to, when I receive an order, I need to do some stuff to it and then hand it to the planner, and the planner can tell me when it's going to be available or when it should be due, and then it can update Salesforce or whatever. And this can happen just by talking to it on your phone. And then after that, not at all, you know? Yeah, please set it up. Yes, please set up my integration. And I'm still working on it, obviously. I'm working on it constantly, but you know, if I wanted to set up my integration, this sort of thing would happen naturally through a guided conversation, because the thing should just guide you. Just run the setup command. It's asking for an API key and a secret, yeah, but it's not secure for me to type it in. You should never store secrets in a place that isn't encrypted and locked. So I need to explain I need to teach this thing that I'll be prompted to type in the secrets securely when you issue the command. So it doesn't know this. I'm gonna have to teach it so that it doesn't have I don't have to tell it now. It should be in its context. It should know how that works. But watch what happens. It's gonna set up an integration now. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again because I had moved the UI around and the modal didn't get recognized or whatever. So I'm gonna try it again. The idea is that like you shouldn't be prompting this agent. It should be prompting you. And when it learns that you want to use a certain service, it should. Oh shoot. There's an and on alert on it. Okay. Anyway, the idea is that you shouldn't be prompting it. It should be prompting you. And when it learns you want to use a certain service, it should know that about you. It should make that easy for you, and it should, yeah, there you go. See, and it should pop up. Enter what context, your access key, and your whatever, and then it's going to store that all securely. So like you shouldn't have to actually do anything except tell it that you want to log into Salesforce, and then it should just ask you to log into Salesforce. And everything else is like a detail, everything else, like how are we going to store this thing? How are we going to spin up the container? It's all detail, like all you know is you want to log into Salesforce, and that there's a reason, because you want to, every time a call finishes somewhere, you want to listen to the call, you want to transcribe it, you want to review it, and then you want to update the information in Salesforce, and then you want to change the sales, whatever, and then you want to email something, whatever it is. All you need to do is express that. All you need to be able to do is just explain what you want, and as long as it can remember you, it can do it. So anyway, I hope that's interesting. I hope that was enjoyable, and I appreciate you. That's a little demo here. There's a lot of other stuff I hope to build and share and do, but yeah, that's basically it.